Hello. Welcome to the 5th episode of the series, Modeling Rem from the Anime Zero. Continuing with my workflow for the Rem character modeling process. Let's start by creating a new file. I will be creating a new 4000 by 4000 pixel image. The program I'm using is Clip Studio Paint. But Photoshop, Krita, Medibang, and others can be used. The first layer should be black. To create the two textures, I will be creating folders to organize the project. Being a paste for the base texture, where we will have the base color of the character. And a second folder for the SSS texture, where we will have the shadow colors of the character. I'll start with the base texture. To create the textures, everything consists of creating blocks, or islands, where we will have the colors, lines of information. So, I'll start by creating blocks with the characters' colors. For this, I am using a reference image to steal the colors. Usually I create a texture that I use only for the body and another only for clothes. For this texture, I'm already putting the colors on everything. For now I am organizing the blocks to fit everything. Of course, you may need changes later. This detail of the clothes I will be drawing in a curve. Usually it is used only straight. Using straight lines, we have better contours, pixels work better. With the image of the base texture done, we can now move on to the SSS texture. The SSS texture is the texture formed by the character's shadow colors. In some cases we also have a third texture called ILM. For this project I will not be using ILM texture. Now I will be adding this gradient only to the base texture. For what we can notice is that, in the shade color, the gradient simply does not exist. With both textures complete, we move on to eye texture. For the texture of the eyes, I will be using Krita, which is a free program. Again, we can use any image software to create the texture. For the eyes, I will be using a lower resolution. 2000 by 2000 pixels is enough. The layout is basically the same, the background must be black. For the eyes, I will be using a reference image taken from the anime itself. With the reference adjusted, just draw. For that I will be using Krita's own shape drawing tools. In Krita you have the possibility to create vector layers, but it does not work for all drawing tools. With the texture ready, let's save. I will be using the Targa format. We can use PNG format too, but I prefer Targa. This message that appears refers to losing information in the image. This is because we have layers, and the Targa format will not save the layers will be merged. Just give OK. In Clip Studio Paint, it's the same. We have the two images, each one we create in a folder. We leave the visualization enabled in one of them, in this case the base. The format I'm going to save will also be Targa. The base texture will be named as base. In this window we do not change anything. For the shadow texture it's the same. With that, we come to the end of episode 5. Thank you all for watching, and until the next episode.